worked as an associate for over 3 years now in Canada. When I look back at myself looking for my first year associate job, I feel like there are certain things that I wish I knew at the time that would have made this process a bit easier for me. So I'd like to share 4 things that I wish I knew when I was looking for my first year lawyer associate job in Canada. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rabia. I am the founder of Law Study Kit, and I'm also a Canadian immigration lawyer. I'm based in Toronto, Ontario. So the first thing that I wish I knew before I was looking for my first year associate job is that any experience is good experience. When you are a junior looking for work, if you have a mindset which is very narrow, it is hard to find something that you will really like. So it's a good idea to have an open mind and to be open to new experiences, whether you like it or not. When I was looking for my first year associate job, I had put down certain areas of law that I did not want to practice, certain areas of law that I was okay with practicing, and certain areas that I was like, yes, I'd really like to get into that. But now that I look back at it, I think that it is a good idea to be more open-minded, see what things come to you, and then make a decision. Because any experience, good or bad, it is going to teach you something. And to be honest with you, now that I practice immigration, I feel like immigration touches upon different areas of the law. So for example, I need to know a bit of family law to practice immigration. I need to know a bit of corporate law to practice immigration. So for example, if I'm working with companies, I need to understand a little bit of what, business law is, incorporation. If I'm working with people or clients who are going through any family issues, how does that affect their immigration status? So what I'm trying to say is that I wish I knew that it's okay to not get exactly what you want, because whatever you're getting will take you somewhere and it will take you closer to where you really want to go. So be open-minded, see what comes to you. Reach out to opportunities that you may not think that you'll like, but you never know that you're going to end up liking them. So that's the first thing I would say. Second thing that I wish I knew was that you only understand what you like or dislike once you do it. It's very easy to make judgments and come to decisions based on research, or my friend's friend said that, or my family said this, or there's a lot of background noise on what people think a lawyer should be doing or what a successful lawyer looks like. So from my personal experience, I have noticed that I don't know if I like something or if I don't like something until and unless I try it out. And so having very specific goals or having a very specific mindset may not be really helpful. While you should know where you're going and you should have a bigger picture of where you'd like to be, which could be, well, I want to work as an associate. In a couple of years, I would like my own practice, or I would like to be a partner, or whatever it is that your bigger goals are. But you don't know what you're going to like until you try it out. So, for example, from my experience, when I was looking for jobs, I had this idea, and again, it came from external societal pressure, or like what friends had said or what people had said. And I used to think that working at a law firm is not the kind of lifestyle that I want. And I had never worked at a law firm. I did for a bit, but no, it was, part-time job. I was not really into it. I used to go there for 2 to 3 times a week, working 3-4 hours. It wasn't really like the experience I was getting. So based on what people had told me, what I saw, I had this idea that working at a law firm is going to be crazy hours. it's going to be stressful, it's going to ruin my life, or whatever it is. All the bad things that you can imagine. But I had never really tried it out. And so when I got my first year associate job, I worked at a law firm. It was a smaller firm. While it took me some time to get a hang of things, it was stressful. But at the same time, this idea that I had that I never want to do it sort of changed because I saw the good in it too. And I still see the good in it right now. So what I'm learning now is having that mindset where let me try things out and see where it takes me. If you don't like it, you can always leave. But what if you really like it? Is the question. So, it's the same thing. Be open-minded and try out different things to see what you like and what you don't like. The third thing that I wish that I knew when I was looking for my first year associate job was that nothing is forever. When you're looking for that first job, you're just thinking, well, I need to make my career. I'm going to do as best as I can here to make my life, and I'm going to grow and this and that. But what I've realized over the years is that, in your career too, nothing is forever. You start work, your role will change. The role that you're entering into, for example, as a first year associate, it is going to change. You're going to evolve. And the newness will fade away. So in the beginning, for example, as a first year associate, I found myself obviously in a situation where I didn't really know what I was doing. There's a lot of learning. And just knowing that this is not going to last forever, this stress or this newness, it fades over time. And my role has evolved now into something different. And in the beginning, I would always feel like, oh my God, this is stressful. Maybe this is going to be like this forever. Am I going to be stuck in a situation where I will always feel like this? But now over the years that I've been practicing for 3.5 years now, I have realized that nothing is forever. You change, you grow, your role grows, you grow as a professional, and things start to get easier, things start to get better, and you get used to certain things. And one of the things that I've also realized is that discomfort of, starting a new job, starting a new role, it fades over time. It's the newness that's kind of scary in the beginning. So this is something that is important to me because when I start a new job, actually when I started a new job 3 years ago, or even before that when I was a student, I had this mindset. I was younger. I had this mindset, well, this is it. Now, this is how life is going to be forever. And that caused a lot of anxiety. But over time, I am coming to this conclusion that as a professional, your career is not going to be the same. It's going to change, and that is okay, and you should be open to that as well. So just be mindful of that. Last thing that I wish I knew was that when you're younger and you are just starting your career, you have the tendency to control a lot of things. I want to be this in 4 years. I want to be here in 10 years. In 2 years' time, I need to be learning this. Well, that is okay. You should have goals and you should work towards goals. I'm not saying that just work without having any bigger picture in mind. But I have realized, and what I wish I knew, is that there's so much that I can control. The only thing that I can do today as a professional is make sure that I am doing good for my clients. I am producing professional, high quality work. And I show up for my clients and the work that I do. That is only what I can control today. And I wish I knew that earlier, because I had this idea that things have to be, I need to be here at a certain point in time, and then I have to be there, and then I have to be, 5 years down the road, this is what I need to achieve. Well, again, I'm not saying you shouldn't, But having goals that are too specific can also harm you, because you will be surprised at opportunities that are going to come your way while you're doing something which you never planned for and which you had no idea that you'd be interested in. So it's okay to have goals, but not too specific goals where you're kind of blindsided by just working towards that goal and not realizing what other opportunities life could offer you, or what other opportunities can come your way. And so this is something I feel like I have struggled with, and now I'm getting better at it because I have goals, but I am not too focused that if I don't get there, I'm a failure. I'm open to new experiences, I'm open to new ideas, I'm open to exploring new opportunities. And whatever those opportunities are for you, they may be different, but that's okay. But what I'm really trying to say is that have goals, have a bigger picture, but focus on what you can do today to make your career better, or you better as a professional. So for example, if you're an NCA student and you're looking to qualify as a lawyer, how can you be a better student today that will help you become a professional is the type of question that you should be focusing on, rather than, oh, why am I not becoming a lawyer sooner, or what can I do to become a lawyer sooner? Or if you are someone who is looking for work, how can I be better today? What can I do to find a job that I will succeed in? Or if you're a professional like me and you are in your third year of practice, what is it that you can do moving forward to be a better professional, to show up for your clients? And how can you grow as a professional?